Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to go over the London Silver Bullet for Friday, December 1st. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is turn on the Kraken Silver Bullet indicator, and since this is London, we're going to turn on the Asia session and then the PM session. Okay, and then we're going to see if those, start with those two, and if we need more, we'll turn it on. Okay, so let's go with the top one, PM session, still open. Asia high, still open. Asia low, we took it here, and then we also took it here. So it's clearly been swept. So now what do? We look for a market structure shift and targeting Asia high, and if we want to continue on, target the PM buy side. Okay, first target here, if we took a partial, we'd take it off here and we'd leave a runner here. So on this scenario, I'm going to show you how to do two. Okay, if you did a partial, so let's go candle by candle here and see what happens. Obviously, I need this to be taken for a market structure shift. Well, that took it, but okay, well, now we clearly have a market structure shift here. Okay, and now we definitely have a breaker block here. It's breaker block. Okay, so if it comes back down, we're buying. Two contracts, and I'll take one off at the Asia high, and I'll leave one for PM buy side. Okay, buy two there, constant encroachment. It's beautiful. Let's do this. Let's put our position on here. Let's go with one right here. I wish you could do two TP targets. I could take one off here and take one off here. But when I get a candle close above this, I'll take one off manually. And we'll put our TP target for the second one up here at buy side. Okay. All right, so we're going to sell one off. We'll take one off there. Okay, and when we do that, I'm moving this to break even. Plus one tick. Actually, I'll go to this side, this low right here. Okay. Okay, if it pulls back, so we have a pullback here, right? And you have another pullback here. If it comes down beyond this, then I won't raise my stop. But if this swing out low holds, I'll go up to the Asia high. It was relatively equal, so I don't really like that. So these lows are pretty equal. It's kind of suspect to me. So I am going to raise my stop up here to this because I think those might get swept. And if they do, I don't want it to be reversing. So I'm going to capitalize on that. Okay, well, didn't want to take those out, so that's good. creates another swing low, higher swing low, then I'll move it up to those relatively equal lows. And yes, I understand that's very much what retail would do as well. But you have a fair value gap here, a volume imbalance here. Your next is the lows. That's your next PD array, really. So kind of using the 3 PD array rule, but you don't really have a whole lot. So okay, going up here. Again, your 3 PD array rule, you got a fair value gap here, volume imbalance, a volume imbalance here. So I guess we can go up to this volume imbalance. That's right by that low. So to me, I want to give it a little bit more breathing room, so I'm going to go to this low here. Now, if it gets up into this range, I'm moving it up to this low for sure. That's how I'd manage this. Okay, so we've got volume imbalance, fair value gap, volume imbalance. I'm definitely going up to this low right here. Don't want to see that broke. Easily get taken out. That's the risk of trailing your stop, but I'm preserving capital. I'm perfectly fine with that. Takes me out, I'm fine with that. Now, like that, I'm moving it up to this volume balance here. I'm not going to let this take me out. Now, all that is what I would do as I'm trading live. I do that all the time. And if it comes down and takes me out, it's fine. I'm cool with it. That's fine. It is what it is, right? I'm preserving my equity, protecting my equity, protecting my capital. So I'm cool with that. It's proper risk management. That's what I'm doing, okay? All right, so let's take off the long position and let's go do a recap. So we got to the 3 o'clock London silver bullet hour, and we saw that the Asia session was actually swept over here, but then it actually was taken again over here. So we're still waiting for a market structure shift to take out the Asia session high. We also had the buy side of PM session up here as well. That hasn't been taken. So we put on 2 contracts, and we took one off at the Asia high, and our second was targeted for the PM buy side. But we waited for our market structure shift, which left behind a breaker block. We got in on the breaker block, 2 contracts, took one off at the Asia high, and then started trailing our stop, right? We started moving our stop up, started doing the 3 PD array rule right here, and moved our stop. Yes, it was below lows, old lows, which is kind of what retail would do for a part, but then we kept moving it up as we were going along. But that was the 3rd PD array, so it's not exactly what retail would be doing. Retail would be moving over every swing low. That's it, right? I'm not. I'm moving up to volume imbalances, to fair value gaps, things like that. I'm counting back. And then when it's really close to my target, I'm just not giving it much room, because if it takes me out, I want to capitalize on the majority of my move at that point. Don't let $5, $20, 1 point, 2 points, because you're so close, and your greed for hitting your TP make you lose $200, $300, $400 because your stop loss is so low. That's stupid. So don't do that. Okay, so that is your London silver bullet session on December 1st using the Kraken Silver Bullet Pro indicator.